Hi, I'm Sarah Lacey, and I'm here with David Sachs of Yammer, who has just raised $25 million more. What are you going to do with all that money?
Well, I think the goal is just to scale up what we're currently doing. We're about 80 people right now. It's about half engineering, about half business side. And the goal right now is, first of all, we're going to scale up the engineering team. I think our goal would be to sort of triple the size of the engineering team so that we can just really just keep iterating on the capabilities of the product. Ultimately, we think this category will be won by the best product. We have that sort of naive faith that the best product will win. And so we want to, we have a very ambitious product roadmap. So we're going to be, just hiring a lot of developers to scale out the product. I think simultaneously we're going to be scaling up the sales team, and then we've also announced that we're opening offices in Europe and Asia as well, because we've got customers or users over there, and we want to be able to sell and support those users as well.
Mm-hmm. So tripling the engineering team, people are saying that engineers are incredibly hard to find right now because everyone is massively growing their engineering team in Silicon Valley. What is your take on this sort of war on talent?
Right. It's definitely very competitive. It's definitely a hard time to be recruiting engineers. And so I think ultimately the limiting factor on our growth won't be our desire to hire, but just whether we can find developers who meet the bar. And so that will ultimately be the break on the hiring.
So because you're at Techcrunch offices and because Christmas time is coming up, I thought I would give you some of Techcrunch's wish list of things we wish you would spend the money on. Not surprisingly discussed over our own internal Yammer feed. And, people are a little pissed at you.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Yeah. So Jason wants, quote, an Android app that doesn't suck.
Right, I know. So we've had a lot of issues, frankly, with our clients. We've developed Yammer for a lot of platforms. So an Android app, an iPhone. I noticed that Robin Waters just posted a comment on our article today complaining about our iPhone app.
That one's coming up.
Yeah. Okay. So
Android specifically. Any reason that's awful?
Well, to be honest, we never developed that app. It was developed by a third-party developer who then kind of asked us to adopt it, and it was probably a mistake to adopt something that we hadn't sort of developed ourselves. So we have an entirely new version of the Android app that's going to be released in the next few weeks, built from the ground up. It's going to be a lot better. We have a new version of our desktop client, sort of the Air app, which is coming in the next few weeks, which will have threading. Is that on your list as well?
It is. It is.
Good. So you can check that off.
That's what MG wants. He wants the better Air app. So Jason and MG are going to get theirs in the next couple of weeks.
Well, call it a handful. So it could be the next few weeks, hopefully by the end of the year. Okay.
And then Alexia was the one complaining about the iPhone app. What's the story with that?
Well, we did release a new iPhone app, and I haven't had the problems with it that Robin mentioned. He mentioned some performance issues. So I think we need to just, I have had the product manager contact Robin. We'll find out exactly what the issue is. I use the iPhone app, and I think it's actually pretty good. We have an iPad app that we're working on that'll be coming out soon that will also work for sort of be reverse compatible with the iPhone app as well, which will give the iPhone sort of threaded conversations. I don't know if that's we know that's something people really want.
Definitely.
So definitely we're investing much more heavily in all of our major clients.
And Lena, girl after my own heart, uncool like me, wants to know if you're going to build a decent Blackberry app.
We just released a brand new Blackberry app that I thought was pretty decent. I've used it. I think it's pretty good. There's a limit to BlackBerry doesn't have the most developer-friendly platform, but we did literally the last couple of weeks just release a brand new BlackBerry app that I think is quite good. So I don't know if she's checked out the latest version, but it's worth downloading.
So obviously there's an underlying current here that I would guess is mimicked in a lot of organizations that use Yammer. We live on it. All of our company conversations are on it. And so there's a lot of high demands that all of these other platforms have to work if we're going to still be connected as a company. Does that put an extra burden on you to make sure that all of these clients do work really well because of the nature of what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And, let's put the problem in perspective here, because I've used all these. I have an iPhone, I have a BlackBerry, and I use the desktop app, and all of them are, I think, good on the whole, but they are missing some features, and we're rectifying that.
My solution is I just don't turn any of them on, and if Mike wants something, he'll find a way to find me and scream at me.
There's probably a lot of ways for him to do that, so yeah.
Anything else that you guys are going to be releasing in terms of features, functionality that our staff here would be excited about, or any staff using Yammer?
Do you guys speak Chinese? Or,
I'm learning it very slowly.
Well, there's a lot of stuff on our horizon. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with international to support these efforts I mentioned in Europe and Asia. One of the things we announced and actually launched at Techcrunch Disrupt a month or two ago was the application platform, which gives us a foundation to keep launching social applications for the enterprise social network. So you're going to see a lot more applications launched on Yammer that allow you to share with your coworkers in new ways. So it's going to be very exciting. We have, like I said, we have a lot of things we want to do. So we're not just, raising the money to put it in our bank account. We're actually going to spend it to build out the capabilities of this product.
What do you think about Salesforce.com and Chatter and all the things they've been doing to try to get some Web 2.0 sexiness into their products?
Right. Well, to the extent that Yammer is a great product, I guess they're trying to copy us, and I guess that might make a certain amount of sense for them. Our view on it is that ultimately, we think the best product's going to win, and we're just focused on creating the best of breed enterprise social network, and we think we're at least a year ahead of everybody else.